Hey everybody, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see everybody. Excited to get hunting some rolls and hopefully get back on some silver. Had a rough week last week, so looking to get back at it. So who do we got hanging out? Bunch of people here. Greg Chapman, VMC, Ron Pierce in the house, Jim Thompson is with us, Chris Helms is here. Good evening. Brian Robeson, good to see you. Brian Jensen is with us. Good evening. Hey, Silver Addiction. How are you doing? Let's see who else we got here hanging out with us. Retired old guy. Create Craft Coins and Collectibles. Good evening to you. Nubismatic in the house. The Gambit 7 is here. Brian Jensen. Hi again, Brian Jensen. I think I said hi once, but maybe not. Michael Spicer. How you doing? Crafty Dragon in the house. So, good to see everybody. If I missed you, my apologies. Thank you for being here and hanging out. So, we're going to go ahead and get into it. We will have the regular giveaways tonight. 50, 75, 100 likes. EOS 1, 2, and number 3. So, we will have that going on. Looking forward to giving away some goodies and hopefully finding some silver tonight is the main thing. So, I told you guys a few weeks ago... Here is the next giveaway from my friends at Xenia Coin right here. It is going to be for a 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle. Is going to be what he is giving away for the next one instead of some silver. I am going to post this QR code is how you will go and give him a Google review. I'm going to post this in the community tab, so be on the lookout for that. I'd love to get him 100 plus people to pop over and do it. So that will be happening as well. So, yep, prize right there. Genuine 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle. Yes, real gold. Yes, legal. And yes, just for saying nice things about us, he says. So we will have that on the community page. Be on the lookout for it. Please go over and give them a review. That would be awesome if you would. They would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. They are going to be supplying some giveaways in the near future. So I would like you guys to definitely get over and give them a review for that, kind of as a little thank you. So that will be coming up. And let's get in to some boxes here in just a second. Also, this is the first night I will have spots available for the 10-ounce bar that we will be drawing the winner on Gary Sinise night, which will be coming up. I think it is going to be November 19th. Ooh, thank you, Ron Pierce. You will get on the list if you leave one using that QR code, so that will definitely help. So I'm going to have spots starting tonight that will be available for this. I'm going to have 100 spots at $10 each. This was donated for the giveaway, so... this is all proceeds will go to the Gary Sinise Foundation. So that's going to be roughly November 19th, if I remember correctly. I will post the date coming up. If you do get spots for this, make sure when you send it, you note that it is for the Gary Sinise 10-ounce bar and how many spots you would like. So we'll have this, like I said, for about 5 or 6 weeks. We'll be offering up spots for this. So if you guys are interested, let me know if you have any further questions. So let's go ahead and get into some boxes. Roy Hathaway will have box 1. Ron Pierce, also, by the way, you were about 10 minutes after I sold the last box for tonight. So if you're interested, can I move you to next week, or would you like a refund? It's completely your choice. Roy beat you for box 3 by about 10 minutes. Next week? Okay. I'm going to write that down right now so I have it. So that will be 10, 11, 25, Ron Pierce, box 1. And that is another Morgan box. Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ron. All right. Yep, I got it, Showbell. I know Pa's got a long ways to go on his auction. I figured we'll have a small crowd till he gets wrapped up, probably around 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I'm sure we will catch up with you guys a little later. All right, Roy, you are first up tonight. You do have a Morgan box. I do have some nicer Morgans this week also. Come on, camera. There we go. So, here are the boxes. Also, I don't know if you care. Here are the Morgans I have. I have a 1884. That one looks like an O. It is. I also have an 1886 Philly. I have another 1884 O. I have a 1900 Philly. And I have an 1896 Philly. They're all pretty nice. These were out of the AU bin. He sold them to me at a little bit better price than just buying the other one. So let me know which one you like. If it doesn't matter, let me know. I'll just pull you one out. And we will get rolling along. And he says WB2. All right. Hopefully there's some goodies in the WBs this week. We do have the full complement of boxes this week as well. We do have all 9. And it don't matter. All right. And I will pull you out. I think there was 2 84 O's. So I'm going to pull you out one of those right there. Thank you very much, Roy. Appreciate it. We'll get this thing put aside. I will grab your box. And let's see if we can get some goodies tonight. Let's see. WB2. There is the WB2 right there. Okay, I will sign you up right now. Silver Addiction, let me get an envelope ready for you. You want to do a Morgan box as well, I assume? They seem to be popular. All right, I got you. That is 10, 11, 25, Morgan box. And you will have box number 2. All right, that will leave one box available for next week. If anybody, Roy says he wants a box for next week. All right, Roy, you have the last one. We will be sold out for next week. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Hey, Mysterian, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's take a look at the top of this WB box and see what we have going on. Hey, Valerie, how are you? There it is, WB2 right there. I was going to do a one of the graded coins like we've been doing for a special race, but with all pause stuff going on, I think I'm going to wait till next week. So, hey, Gold Maple, how you doing? Doing well here. The Ohioan is hanging on. All right, what do we have? Well, it looks pretty circulated. Not a ton of new ones. Hopefully there are some goodies somewhere in here. All right, I don't see anything right away, so let's get into it, see what we can find. Good luck to you, Roy. Hey, Martin Bowen, doing well. Doing well. Excited to get into some boxes tonight and hopefully get on some silver. So, yeah, 1 month to Eastridge. It is getting close. I am excited. We will have the dollar race coming up after this box, as well as the Saturday special. Will be back once again tonight. We did, was it $10 a spot for last week? Will you guys please remind me? I forgot to write it down, but I'm pretty sure that's what we did. If you could remind me about that. I was going to look it up, but we got back from the house late. I just plain ran out of time. So, but I'm pretty sure that's what we did last week, if I remember right. All right, here we go. Roll number 1 for Roy. Good luck. And off we go. You missed last week. Hey, Walker Magnet, how you doing, my friend? Just like Martin said a month ago, Walker, we will be down in East Ridge. So I am excited about that. There is an NIFC third coin in, a nice 2016. See what else we can get to go with it. Need some silver tonight. That's what we need. Uh-oh, Vinny's already on the Benji proof. He went from 0 to Benji proof just like that. The Benji bounty is still available. Silver Addiction cleaned up on the bounty for the Walker a couple weeks ago, but the Benji bounty is still out there. Whoever finds the Benji the second half of the year, the first one, will get a 1 ounce round. So be on the lookout. It's out there. We're going to find one eventually. It's just going to be who has the box. Eventually it will happen. So hey, Roger Ivy, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Oh, reset. Oh, I didn't reset the board, did I? Good catch, Create Craft. We'll see how things go. I might give you guys another little update tomorrow at the house. We got a few things done this week. Should have a few more done tomorrow. So we'll be drywalling the last room that we can do right now. All we'll have left is the bathroom coming up here. So that is exciting stuff. Can't wait. So drywaller will be back next week. And he is going to get started again finishing some drywall. So that will be very exciting. And we're at 41 likes. Also, by the way, we are closing in on the 50 likes. And believe it or not, here's something that has not happened in a while, you guys. It's been a year and a half since I have done a penny hunt for the Penny Hunt and Fill series. I did hunt a box of pennies the other night. We will have a penny box hunt coming out next week for the first time in a long time. It was April of 2024 was the last one. So we will have a penny hunt coming out. One box, but a couple good finds. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know if that'll be Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to try to get 2 videos out this week. We will see how it goes. Yeah, the guys collecting copper, the downside is I do not think they're going to demonetize the penny. I just don't think they're going to make it. At least for a while. They might demonetize it down the road. Better get my penny hunt fix in now. Well, I'm considering, well, I still can, ordering some more penny boxes and just stockpiling them. I'm going to see if I can get them or not. But I'm considering it. So I have quite a few here already, but I'm considering stockpiling some. I missed those, Mark Spofford. I considered doing some of those again. That was early on. I used to do a lot of eBay coin hunts, wheat hunts and stuff. Them were a lot of fun. I may have to go back to doing that. There is a 72D, not the no FG. I probably should look into that before long. I got a feeling pennies are going to get more expensive to buy online, is what I think is going to happen. But heard of some banks not giving them out. There's no physical shortage of 1 cent yet. That's true. Bank told me today the Fed is no longer accepting pennies back from the banks. Interesting. That is interesting. That I had not heard as of yet, but that means your banks are stuck with them. I have one of my banks that has a coin machine I can dump them in, so hopefully they will keep taking them. Hey, Just Jeff, how you doing? There is a 74D, second one of the night, and not the DDO. Michael Erickson, how you doing, brother? Missed you last week. I figured you had a baseball game or something going on. Good to see you. Glad to have you back with us. doing too bad. Only about 3, 4, every now and then 5 new coins in the rolls. So I will take that. Just not a lot of finds so far. 1 NIFC. Posted a link to a website on the HSO Facebook. Okay. You know what? I think I actually might have read that, Brian. Or no, I didn't. Somebody else posted one on YouTube, I think I ran across, but it could be the same article. The Fed is not issuing star notes anymore. Oh boy. And times are quickly changing, aren't they? I just dumped all my leftover star notes about a year ago. $178 worth, I think. There is another NIFC, a 2011. So that is the second NIFC. Yeah, star notes are going away then. Pennies are going away. What are we going to do? I asked both your ordering banks and dump bank this week about penny boxes, and both said they were told recently to be judicious with dispensing rolls. All right. 2021 series will be the last with star notes. Man, they're really shaking things up over there. Yeah, that's a good question, Crafty. I wonder if they're changing the printing process or what they're doing, because that seems a little abnormal that they just randomly won't have them for some reason. They got to be doing something different. There is another NIFC, number 3. So hopefully everybody had a good week of hunting. So I will have another $50 video also. I should be able to get out next week. I have several filmed. I'm just starting to get them edited here a little at a time. Well, I don't think they're getting rid of them is the deal, Create Craft. They're not demonetizing. They're just not making them. They're still going to be legal currency. People still have to accept them. They can't turn them down. But that's kind of why I think that they're not taking them back. I think the banks are just going to have to deal with it themselves. I already told a couple of my banks if they do get in a bind with pennies to let me know, and I will do what I can to get them some. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what will happen, but so far I haven't had any issues with anybody saying they can't order or not having any. So hopefully that stays that way. There is a 1973D, first one of the night. Bank said they have to roll what they get back. That's what I'm hearing from some people too. Did your first box on all 2025Ds. I've been there, Pang. It is not fun. It is not fun at all. But it happens from time to time. It's been a while since I have ran into some new boxes, but it usually takes a little time and you'll get out of that. I wouldn't let it deter you if it's just your first time hunting boxes. I understand you can legally melt them for personal use, such as art projects, but you can't legally sell. That makes sense. Went to our H Bank and got a full box of uncirculated 2022s. Man, are you talking halves, KJ? I don't know that I've ever got a full box of 2022s. I've had 2023s, 24s. I had a full box of 1996s about a year ago, which was very odd to me. I just didn't really understand that, but hey, you know, I guess they were just sitting around. Oh, pennies, okay. That means there's still new pennies sitting in a vault someplace. After all this time, there's a 1983, not the no FG. So yeah, I was excited. I enjoyed doing a box of pennies the other night. That was fun. It has been a while. So I am excited to do some more coming up here. I'm probably going to try to squeeze a quarter hunt in next week. There's another NIFC, a 2012. I will update the board. 4 NIFCs so far. How did you do? How did your penny boxes wrap up today, Walker? Did you find anything exciting? I was there for a while, and then I had to go back to work. I watched while I was eating lunch, and then we went back at it. We got the sheeting down in the entryway from the garage today, so that was a good deal. I hope we find silver. I'm telling you, last week was a very rough week. Even the personal hunt was rough. We did find some, but it was not much. So, the personal hunt last week was even a rough one. I've been having good luck with the leftover boxes most of the year, but not last week. Last week was not a good week. But I talked to another guy at the CU Bank today that was also picking up a box of halves. And we've done okay with the boxes from there, but he has had no luck. But he's only doing a box a week. Didn't hunt pennies, hunted nickels with 2 war. Oh, nice, 2 war nickels. Ooh, look at there. We got to the 50 likes. Thank you, Silver Addiction. I appreciate it, brother. I got your name down, so you're good to go for next week. Let me get over to the giveaways, and I am going to get the 50 likes set up here. All right, 50 likes is open and ready to go. Get on in. 50 likes is open. We are on roll 16 of this first box. Been a little slow, but we're making our way through here, finding a few NIFCs. Hoping for something else, though. We haven't taken very good care of Roy here with boxes the last couple weeks. $50 likers is open. Martin says, explanation point, gaw. Almost, Martin, almost. You'll get you in there. One way or the other. 1972. There's a 1971. I've not seen many of these yet tonight either. Not the DDO. All right, I'm going to hunt one more roll, and then we are going to go ahead and draw a winner for that 50 likes right after this roll. All right, here we go. There's a 72D, not the DDO. What did Create Craft win? Now I want to know. I'm very excited for him, but I don't know what he won. Oh my God, he won $7,000 in dimes? What? Holy smokes. I got to go over and watch that. I was curious how he did that. All right, let's go ahead and draw a winner. Good luck, everybody. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Josh Staples. There's a name we haven't seen in a minute. How you doing, Josh Staples? Good to see you. You are the 50 likes winner. Envelopes 1 through 10 are all available, so pick me a number, and we will find you a goodie, Josh Staples. All right. He says, I will take 6. Good to see you, Josh. I think it's been a minute since you've been in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is number 6 right there. Let's see what we got. Get your name on this envelope here first so I don't forget that. All right, Josh, here we go. What do we have? It is going to be a 1965. 40% silver, $half. Creeping up on nearly $8 each nowadays. Can you believe that we would ever be there? But we are. 7K and dime seems passive aggressive. Wow. That is a crazy find right there. Or a crazy win, I should say. That is a lot of dimes, my friend. That is a bunch of dimes. Well, here's the question for you. What are you going to do with 2,200 plus dimes there, Create Craft? What is the plan? You going to keep them? You going to sell them? You going to stack them? What are you thinking? I don't even know what I would do. I'd have to stop and think about it for a minute. That is wild. 1971D. Mysterian says, I got space for them. Come fill some of your spots. There you go. I'm sure there's some spot fillers in there for somebody. Yeah, I got to see how he did that giveaway. That is wild. Silver Diction. I'll fill my guardhouse box. That is crazy. You get a dime. You get a dime. You get a dime. Everyone gets a dime. 3 wheels of names. Holy smokes. That is wild. How did he get the dimes, I guess, is what I'm curious. How did people donate dimes? Did he, like, how did that happen? That's a lot of money in dimes. How do you get the, oh, donations, okay. Got it. All right. That is pretty cool. For months, people have been sending him dimes. That is crazy. That is a lot of dimes. That's a lot of tubes of dimes. Who was that? Was it Everyday Copportunity, or who was that did that? I remember seeing something about it somewhere. Oh, everyone who sent a dime in got their name on the wheel. Huh. Very nice. Each dime donated was an entry. Okay, it was Everyday Copportunity. I thought I seen that somewhere, but I didn't know when it was happening. I think I heard it secondhand from somebody. There is a 72D. There is a 74D. There is a 1977D right there, not the DDO. Did he submit 2,000 dimes to win the 2.2K? That'll do it. More spots, better the odds, but oh man, that is a wild giveaway. You had like 4 entries. Wow. That is pretty crazy. Because 4 out of that many dimes, that is not many. That is wild. Man, that's a good idea. I should have thought of that. There is another NIFC, a 2010. Crafty said I had 1 entry, so I knew I wouldn't win. Chris Helms had 5. So Vinny says it only takes 1. It just needs to be the right one. And that's that. He filled up a whiskey bottle and a glass Coke bottle. Holy cow. That was, I already had that thought, Chris Helms. I'm like, maybe I should do this with war nickels. Be a cheap way for everybody to get in. But I feel like I'm stealing the idea now. Great Craft says, I gotta take a breather. Getting your dimes ready, says retired old guy. All right, I'm going to look into that, Brian Jensen. We may do it with war nickels. We may do one with war nickels. Yeah, I'm borrowing. There you go, Silver Diction. I like your thought process. I'm just borrowing. There is a 1977 again, not the DDO. $1973. Great crap. I got to take a breather. I keep reading that and thinking, man, that is a lot of dimes. How long did he do that for? Fill up a treasure chest with war nickels? How many months did he do this for? That must have took a while. Very cool idea, though. I'm sure it must have been a period of time. Hey, Sean Leslie, how you doing? Happy that people are involved. I think it was about 3 months, huh? All right, I may have to borrow the idea. I like it. I like the idea. I may have to do that. Might throw in some war nickels myself to get it started. At least since July, okay. July, August, September, 3 months-ish. Hey, Lori. Lori sent an email. Let's look, shall we? I don't see it yet, Lori, but I'll check again in a minute. Pa sent in a roll and then did gauze in the stream and gave Everyday Copper News. That'd be pretty cool. You imagine shipping out that many dimes? I can't imagine the insurance you'd have to pay on it. Ooh, that's a lot of dimes to insure right there, my friend. It's $1 for every $100 for insurance when you ship. So it's like, man, That is wild. That'll be a big shipping bill right there. Hey, Kevin Hawthorne, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, $79 for insurance is what it would cost, at least on my shipping program. $79. We're driving to pick up. That's probably true. It would be cheaper to deliver them, I almost bet. There is another NIFC, a 2009. You're closing in on an extra 40%, Roy. Can't be mad at that. A lot of donations I get a lot of donations for shipping, so I'm sure we could get that covered, but that is pretty wild. Oh, okay, I got you, Lori. I don't see the email yet, but I see your other thing. I will get those added. Just so you are aware, I did see it, but I have not got an email yet. But we'll keep rolling along here. We are at 60 likes. 75 likes is coming. There, Michael Erickson says, do quarters. That was my first thought, Michael Erickson, but maybe a little pricey for some people to get in. Quarters would be awesome. It could be a W or a silver. It would be very interesting. Sounds like a 1 ounce extravaganza next, huh? I do something similar to that for the New Year's giveaway. It's basically kind of the same thing, except it goes to multiple winners. I'll have to see if he wants to get involved in the multi-channel giveaway this year. I've never met him, not real familiar with him. I've heard his name a little bit, but 1 stream down, 2 left going. I hope everyone's evening is going well. Oh, man, what a night. Okay, got you, Lori. I will check again here in a few minutes and see if it pops through. All right, Roy, I'm trying. We have 18 rolls left in the box. Not seeing a lot of new coins. Very circulated. Just not any silver yet. Don't see anything staring me back. Been around for a long time. I don't know how I've never stumbled across his channel or anything. Like I said, I've heard the name. So, I don't know. There's so many people doing this. I don't know how you could keep track of, I mean, maybe not exactly this, but coin community type people. It's almost impossible to keep track of everybody. There is a lot going on. Box 1 done. 38 NIFCs. I hope they get better, Brian. At least you found something, I guess, in that box, but hopefully you get some shiny. That would be nice. So we do have a couple things I received in the mail for the Gary Sinise Foundation. I do need to get a mail call together and get that out as well. I just got a package from Half Dollar Make You Holler. I had a wild 2 weeks on their channel doing some races and stuff. Man, I was winning. I felt like I was winning everything. It was nutso. It was nutso. So it was a fun couple weeks. I got a couple spots in their they're having a race for spots to win a 1884 cc Morgan dollar graded, which I thought was pretty cool. So I got a couple spots in that. There's another 2009 NIFC. So I think they're going to be back not next week, but the week after, I think. And they're doing 3 more nights of spots. There's the first time you sat in on Postage for any length of time. Of course, I bought stuff. I actually almost, Silver Addiction, considered not doing an auction because of the size of the auction he was doing. For a minute, I'm like, man, maybe I just won't even do one, but I'm going to do a few items, I think, but I'm going to keep it a little bit smaller tonight. Or at least that is my plan. Everyday Copper 2 is one of the first one that helped Pa get to 100 subs way back. Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, you say? Well, thank you, Silver Addiction. I appreciate that. I saved money, he says. All right, let me get a little shot of coffee here to see if this changes our luck. I did pick up all 9 boxes today. There's a 1971, not the DDO. There's another NIFC. You just need 2 more, and you're going to get an extra 40%er, Roy. Just 2 more. We're closing in. Something sounded funny there for a minute, but I think maybe I was just hearing things. And nothing. Who had luck with their boxes of halves this week? Anybody? Brian's still hunting his. How did you do this week, Jolly Roger? Did you get scored any silver this week? Anybody else do any halves and have any luck? Copper Owl had a good video out. That ones he scored on last week. That was pretty cool. Keep waiting for a box like that to show up, but still has 43 lots left. Whoa, man. That is a lot of lots right there. Long auction. Got 140% half, 9 silver dimes, and 3 war nickels. That's not a bad week. I would be happy with that. There's a 1982. Not the no FG. Another 1972. Pa's going to need a long nap after that, man. That's a lot of hours. A lot of hours on there. All right, we have 9 rolls left in the box, 1 in hand. Oh, there's a proofer. We have a proof ender, 2004, not in great shape, but it is another find, fills another hole on the board, so we will take that. And there it is right there, 2004 S proof. Pretty beat up. That one has been in circulation a while, but we'll take it. I will not complain. At least it's something. I'll be happier when we start popping some silver, I can tell you that. Never went to the bank this week. Took Monday off because you wasn't feeling great. And your kid gave me the flu. Kicked in Thursday midday. Oh, man. Stuck it out, but missed yesterday. Well, luckily, I haven't had the flu in quite a while. I did have a pretty bad cold. Well, I say pretty bad, but I mean, I considered not going into work a couple weeks ago. It was a little rough, but same thing. I kind of made it through. So, Tigers are playing tonight. Everybody's watching those baseball playoffs, so a week from Monday is a bank holiday. A week from Monday. I think it's the 13th, I believe. So I got to go get my license renewed this week. I got to get one of them special licenses that you have to fly now or whatever that Ohio's doing. I'm going to go get that knocked out this week. Make sure I get that back in time for my trip to St. Louis. Hey, Foster's Finds, how you doing? Got back from taking your daughter to 2 malls and then out to dinner for her birthday. Nice. I shouldn't have finished my steak. Uh-oh, do I feel a nap coming on? Is that what you're saying? Is it nappy time? 13th is correct. All right. My birthday is that week, so we will have a special birthday giveaway coming up on the stream following the 16th, which is the big 5-2 for me. 52. Coming up for long. We're going to be there. All right, Roy. It's looking rough, my friend. There's some special endorsement on it or something. I don't know if all the states are doing that or whatever, but I don't know what the deal is, but I know I have to have it. Yes, dear. No, you're off, ma'am. You can save a year. You're welcome. Lynn thought she was a year older than she is. It's funny. No, I'm not turning 53. I haven't done 52 yet. Thank you, Jolly Roger. I appreciate it. Next Friday, James Eller turns 50, the 10th. You got a Galaxy S25e as an early birthday present to yourself. Nice. There you go. Nationwide. Real ID. I knew there was a name for it. Thank you, Brian Robeson. But every state is going to be doing it. If you don't have to get it. You're not required to get it. But if you fly anywhere after, I think it was May something of this year, you have to have it. At least in Ohio. I'm sure it's that way everywhere else. So, Real ID. There you go. Thank you for that, Brian. I couldn't think of the name. St. Louis, I'm going. I don't know what it is. We're going to a plant. Jim Thompson, the big 5-2. Boy, you kids are growing up so fast. Thank you, James. Or Jim. I appreciate that. I don't have a passport, so it looks like it's going to be the license. Hey, Alexander, how you doing? I'm going to... So, one of the jobs I'm currently managing for our company, they are doing some rooftop units for a plant, and they're coming off the manufacturing line in St. Louis. I don't know where in St. Louis. I don't know which side of it. We're going with the guys from the company. So I'm not 100% sure where we're going to be in St. Louis, but CDL has been that way for years. Yeah, I think it might have been all at the same time, James Eller. I think everybody had to start doing it in May. Because that was the deadline here. I'm assuming it was the same everywhere. Would be my guess. All right, it's going to take some last roll of luck, Roy, because here it is. I don't know, Silver Diction. Like he said, it's called the Real ID. I don't know what that means. Tried to book the license a while back, but they were booked for like 6 months there. Holy smokes. Normally the one here, you can walk in. You might wait 20 minutes. It's usually not bad. Then he's going to be 58 on the 27th. Look at that. A lot of October birthdays going on. There's another Nifsy. Right there. I will update the board. Alright, that is going to do it, unfortunately. So we got a proof and 5 more. NIFCs put us at 9. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, I did get a donation for that starting tonight, yes. Yep, I am starting those, so. Yep, I'm going to have to go through PayPal because I asked them to specifically add that that's what it was for, so I can keep track of it. So, yes, Ernest Edwards, the dollar race is going to be coming up here in just a minute. We will have that happening, and we will obviously have the Saturday special coming up as well. And a proof. There we go. We got her done. All right, Roy, I will go ahead and do a 40%er for the NIFCs. You do have 9 of them. Normally you do not take the proofs, so I will not send that along. But you will get a very nice 1969 Nifsy. There she is right there. She's a beaut. Look at that one. Thank you, Roy. Sorry, it was another rough box. Took you 4 hours to get your real ID. Make sure you have the proper paperwork. What do you have to have? Walker magnet. I better figure that out. I'm going to try to do that on Monday. All right. There it is. Thank you again, Roy. Sorry it was a less than stellar box once again. All right. There it is. Thank you again, Roy. I appreciate it. Certificate of authenticity. Oh, I got one of those. I have that. So just birth certificate, sounds like. Social security card, something like that. Birth certificate, a bill with an address, and a tax form. Proves you were actually born and not made in a lab. Nobody wants that. Birth certificate, utility bill with your name and address, I think. Okay. I'll double check on it just to make sure I have everything when I go. Alrighty. That is going to do it. We're going to go ahead and do the dollar race. Will be up next. So dollar race will be first place and second to last. Here is what we're going to have for the dollar race tonight. We're going to have the regular. And we are going to have the proof 1982 commemorative. You're going to get the set. That right there is, believe it or not, $36 worth of silver at these crazy prices we're in nowadays. So it is $1 per spot, unlimited spots for the dollar race if you're interested. 1982 commemorative George Washington 250th. Proof and the regular. You will get the set if you win. So if you're interested, let me know how many spots you may like, and we will go from there. VMC says 3. Justin with 5. Ernest Edwards 10. Lori for 5. Whoa, Foster says 5 more for VMC. Very generous, brother. Brian Jensen for 5. Michael Spicer for 7. Retired old guy is going to do 2. You can do Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Either way, Ernest. If somebody would pop up payment options, please. All right, we have Roy for 5. Chest for 5. Gary Sinise for 5. Silver Diction says 5 for Gary Sinise. Very nice. Thank you, guys. Hey, Robert, how you doing, brother? All right, anybody else interested in spots for the dollar race? Anybody else? I'm going to double check my list here, and then I am going to use tax for the proof of your draft. Okay. Yeah, I'll double check online tomorrow evening and make sure I got everything I need. I'm going to try to get there tomorrow, like I said. So 3 for VMC, 5 for Justin, Ernest for 10, Lori for 5, Vinny for 5, Brian for 5, Michael Spicer for 7, Retired Old Guy for 2, Roy for 5, Chess for 5, Gary Sinise for 5, Silver Addiction says 5 more for Gary Sinise. Shell Bell says she sees 59. I haven't added them up yet, but I'll see the number once I put them in. VMC was 3 shuffles. You are correct. I'm glad you're paying attention, Shell Bell, because apparently I'm not. Apparently I am not doing it. All right, Creedcraft, calm down. Take a breath. Take a deep breath. It's going to be all right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get these spots put in. If anybody else wants any, I will check back before I start just to make sure. So hang on here, and I will get these in. It'll take me a second, but we'll get it done. All right, we're closing in on the end here. All right, let me double check, make sure nobody else jumped in, and we'll be good to go here. And we're good. All right. Let me go ahead and get switched over here to all right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's get rolling. Good luck, racers. Here we go. 2:22 on the clock. We are set. Super full screen. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Good luck, and here we go. All right, Brian Jensen jets out to the early lead, followed by Gary Sinise. Now Justin, now Roy. There's going to be a big shake-up here towards the front. A lot of racers in this one. Justin currently hanging on to the lead. Brian Jensen in second. Roy making a push for the front again. Can't get there. And Justin still barely hanging on, but Brian Jensen starting to catch him, and now he falls back. Justin to the lead. Lori Camarista moving up. She can't get there. Now the treasure chest to the lead. Now retired old guy is out front. He is trying to hang on. Here comes Roy to challenge. And he got there, but now Justin will take over. Justin back to the lead. Counting down towards 1 minute. Ernest Edwards now out front. He can't hang on. And 1 minute to go. 1 minute. Roy now to the lead. Lori in second. Justin in third. Here comes the treasure chest again. And now Ernest Edwards can't get there. Ernest is back up front. He couldn't do it with one duck. He did it with another one. Ernest to the lead. And here comes another Ernest duck moving up. And 30 seconds to go now. 30 seconds. Here comes Gary Sinise looking for the lead. Can't quite get there. Treasure chest will take over. 20 seconds to go. Ernest back to the lead. Pulling away a little bit. Treasure chest trying to reel him in. 10 seconds to go. Here comes retired old guy flying in. Can he get it done? He may do it. And retired old guy is going to get the job done. He will win the 82 Commandments. Let's see who got second to last for the silver dime. And it's going to be the Gary Sinise Foundation. Very nice. There it is right there. Dime for Gary Sinise and retired old guy with the win. Crazy. Congratulations, retired old guy. Couple pieces of silver for you right there. Very nice. Thank you guys again for supporting the channel through the duck races. I appreciate it. It helps out with all the little behind the scenes things. So thank you guys a bunch. So there it is, Gary Sinise. We'll get the dime, and retired old guy with just 2 spots walks away with the commems. Congratulations to you. And thank you, everybody, for getting in the race. I appreciate it. All right. Let me go ahead and grab the Gary Sinise goodie box here. We're going to throw a silver dime in there as well. There it is right there. There's all the goodies in there. And there is another silver dime in with the rest of the treasure. So thank you guys that got spots for the Gary Sinise Association giveaway. I appreciate it. All right, next up is going to be Michael Spicer. We'll see where Michael wants to go. Here are the Morgans right here, Michael. I have a 1896 1896 Philly, a 1900 Philly, excuse me. No, it is an 1890. I can't read. Right there, 1890 Philly. We have a 1886, and we have a 1884 O. If you have a preference, let me know, Michael Spicer. I will get that in an envelope for you, and then we will get a box pick as well. Ooh, 71 likes. We're getting close. We are getting close. All right, just waiting on to Michael Spicer for a box pick. 1890, he says, and CU1. There it is. Nice, 1890. That one is not a bad one at all. Congratulations, Michael Spicer, on that pick. And CU1, he says. He's going back to them CU boxes. All right, there it is. CU1 will be a NF String & Sons flat box. Hey, American Eagle Hoarder, how you doing? So there it is right there. CU1, let me back the camera a little bit here. We'll take a little peeky peek in the top. See if lightning can strike twice. We had 4 enders in one of these boxes a while back. 1 puppy sold, he says. 4 remain. Nice. All right, I do not see an ender. I see very few new ones. There's a couple in here, but that is about it. Well, let's see, Michael Spicer, where we can find some goodies at in here, hopefully. Yeah, somebody said that a couple weeks ago, Michael Erickson, but I have all ads turned off. I keep getting hounded to keep running ads up at the top of my screen here, but I never do them. But I guess if I don't do them, they'll do them one way or another. That's probably why. Kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. I'm worried that the day is going to come when I will be forced into doing ads either way. Hey, Coin Silver, how you doing? All right, here we go. Good luck, Michael Spicer. Let's get after it. Roll number 1 here. Please, we need to get some silver on the board. All right, here we go. We've got some of them spray painted coins. We've seen a few of those last week. It did not help our cause any, I can tell you that. There's a 1972. Hey, Ralph Langman, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for stopping in. And 2019, we will get an NIFC at least to start it out. YouTube is bypassing live streams, putting the ads right in the chat box. That don't surprise me. They'll get you one way or another. That's just the way it is. Like I said, they keep, anytime you're over 50 people watching, they keep popping up at the top. Now would be a great time to place ads, it says, but I never do that. Hey Denmo, how you doing? And we got 22s, 23s, and 24s in here that I am seeing. Oh, it's only on phones. That could be. So I didn't see any on Walker's stream today, but I don't know if his is technically speaking still monetized or not with his recent changes or not, but I didn't see any on pause, but I was on a computer. So I don't know. I have to pay attention to that when I'm on other people's streams, but I'm usually on my computer most of the time. All right, come on, box. I'm going to check for Lori's email again. I forgot about that. Let me see here. Nope, nothing yet, Lori. Nothing yet. I do not have an email still, but I will mention again, if anybody is interested for spots for the 10-ounce silver bar for the Gary Sinise auction, they are available. It'll be $10 a spot. There's 100 spots. It will be a last man standing will win. It was donated to the channel for this, so if anybody is interested, let me know. $10 a spot. Please specify in whatever payment method you use that is what it is for, so I can make sure that I get you properly added to the list. That's probably a good idea, Crafty. Get the laptop going. 72D. There is a 71D. No problem, Lori. I did get your other thing for the spot, so I did see that part of it, but I'll see if it pops in later. I'll check again. Who knows? Yep, I'm running a race the day of the auction. So spots will be available until they are sold out. Whenever that is, but it will be the day of the auction. So it will be for that 10-ounce Wall Street bar that I've shown a few times. So it will be day of the auction. I'm going to try to have that all done and ready to go. Names on the wheel and everything day of, so we don't take a whole bunch of time trying to get people signed up and all that good stuff. Yep, and here is the bar right here for those that have not seen it yet. Will be $10 per spot. I'm capping it at 100 spots. So I was going to do less spots with more, a higher buy-in, so to speak, but it sounded like everybody wanted a lower one, so that's where I landed. So, like I said, hopefully I'm looking to do the biggest year, at least the biggest individual auction ever this year for the Gary Sinise Foundation. So that'll be coming. It is a beaut, that is for sure. I had never seen one like this. I'd seen it at my LCS, and I had the funds to get one that were donated, and I'm like, yeah, that's a nice one. Actually, Lynn picked it out. Well, we'll see if it comes in, Lori. Sometimes them things crawl in. I've had this happen before with other people, so it's hard to say. Hard to say. Yes, it does have the Twin Towers on it right here. It is the New York skyline. So it's an older bar with the Twin Towers still in it. I think it was done in, I want to say he told me it was the 80s is when it was made. There is a 74D. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool with the Twin Towers on there still, myself as well. All right, here we go. This is going to be roll 11. Roll 11. Still, only one NIFC here. There's a 71D. There's been minimal coins to scope as well in this box so far. I always find that odd. All right, come on. Brother lived in a closed-off zone when that happened. Remember that day vividly. Ooh, man, I bet. JP27, how you doing, my friend? I'm gonna say sorry already for the game tomorrow. I feel like it's not gonna be good for you guys. Just so you know, I'm already apologizing. There's a 83 and a 83. Neither is the no FG. All right, come on, Mr. Box. Please give us something. And there has not been much to scope. That bugs me. There's a 72D. Tell him, Vinny. Get on him. There's a 1983. Not the no FG. Huh, that is weird, Lori. My phone was doing some weird stuff with my emails too, but I still had my old work email in there, and it was trying to get me to sign in all the time. And for whatever reason, because of that, it kept logging me out of all my other emails, which was very irritating. But I think I got that figured out. It took a while, though. Oh, man. Come on, Mr. Box. Vinny's getting upset. Not finding any shiny stuff. Better be something in the leftover boxes this week. If we can't find anything here, I'm telling you that. All right. How many lots does Pa still have left? I bet there's a long ways to go still. Man, that is a crazy long auction. What do you have? 102 lots, was it today? Something like that? That is wild. 34 still to go. Man. He's going to need to sleep for 2 days when he gets done. I would have to. We do like 12 or 14 a night now. That's enough as it is. Crazy. I'm trying, Michael Spicer. I know it don't look like it, but I am trying to find something. There is a 72D. I feel sorry for my... Oh, I know it. I think I have all the treasure chest packages out finally. I think I did the last 5 today. And that took a while. I was doing like... I think I had 68 packages, something with all the giveaways from that. It was crazy. But I finally got them all done. I'm down to a handful of giveaways to mail and a handful of auction items. I think the only auction items I still have are the people I ship to once a month. Other than that, I pretty much got them all. Yeah, that's fine, Lori. That will be fine for now. I mean, even if you just put in the payment, what it's for exactly, that will help me because I want to make sure that I keep track. Yeah, they will be dead tired. I had it on for about an hour while I was in here getting ready. I was tired just watching. That is a lot of items. Keep track of all that and keep engaged with everybody. That can be tough. Grammy's keeping them going with cookies. I don't know if that would keep me going or put me down for a nap after a while. One or the other. Either way, it would be something like that. I'm telling you. Hey, Scott Christensen. Yeah, I seen that, Lori, so you should be good. They did look good. You're correct, Silver Diction. The cookies did look good. So I will be excited to get the house done when Lynn starts on the cookies again. I've already had a couple of my bank ladies say, I know you guys aren't in the house. Do you think we'll get cookies for Christmas this year? And I said, well, hopefully. Hopefully we will. All right, there we go. We are on roll 24. Yeah, the cookies did look good, but I think after about 3 or 4 of those and a big glass of milk, I'd probably have to take me a nap. All that sugar would take me down. All right, we're one more roll. We are halfway in the box. It has been rough so far. I'm ready for the days when we're getting regular silver again. I probably could do that, Silver Diction. It was we didn't work at the house like super long today, but I was pretty whipped when we got done. I told Lynn I was carrying boxes in here, $50 boxes, and I said, man, I must have been bending over too much or something, because my hamstrings are like, they are aching, man. That's true, Crafty. We are putting the pot filler in the kitchen tomorrow and wrapping up the drywall in there. It's the first project when we get there tomorrow morning, and then we got to go downstairs in the basement, disassemble some ductwork, and get a beam put in underneath the dining room. And joists are spanning way too far. So I went and picked up post for that on Friday. We'll get that put in tomorrow. And then we're going to start wrapping up the dining room. We got a little furring out to do and get some drywall hung. And then that will be the second to last room downstairs to hang drywall in, and that will be exciting. There's a 72D. Yeah, I will be very excited when we're done drywalling. We can start putting some floors down, getting that all going, trim, bedrooms put back together. Very excited. It's been exciting just to see a few rooms get drywalled and kind of get things closed back in a little like it used to be, at least. Hey Dana, how you doing? Got a box of halves at a little bank in Illinois Thursday. It was full of customer wrap coins, 86 40s and 10 90s, 2 Benjis, a Walking Liberty. Holy cow! That's what I keep looking for, Ralph, but it just does not seem to be working for me, but I keep trying. Good score. I keep asking for customer wrapped rolls everywhere, but I have had a hard time finding them. I do have 10 here that I picked up a couple weeks ago. I was trying to find some more to go with it before I made a video, but in the last 2 or 3 weeks since I got them, I have not been able to find any. 71D. I got to stop at the bank that I got the bag from last time. They should be getting close to filling that $50 bag, and we will do another live stream of the bag again. Yeah, mine actually has been a bank box, Ralph, but ooh, look at that. 75 likes. Sam was on it. 75 likes is open, everybody. If you want to get in, go ahead and jump in on that action. 75 likes is open. Get on in. There's a couple of nice goodies in the envelopes tonight, if you guys can find them. We didn't find them the last couple weeks. All right, this is 20 to go, 19 in the box, and then this one I'm opening here. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed because these CU boxes were really holding their own there for about 6 weeks, and now they have kind of slowed down. I need to dig a little further in the vault, I think. All right, I'm going to wrap this roll up here, hunt this one, wrap it up, and then we're going to draw a winner for the giveaway. $71D. All right, got about 15, 20 seconds, and I'm going to switch over and draw a winner. All right, let me get this one lonely NIFC here added to the board so I can move it over. All right, there that is. All right, let's draw a winner. Good luck, everybody, on the giveaway. 75 likes winner is coming up. Currently have 42 entries. 42 entries, and here we go. Good luck. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Captain Vic 59 is going to be the 75 likes winner. Congratulations, Captain Vic. The best part is I didn't send your packages out yet. I'll do them next week, so I can add this one in. Very nice. 75 likes winner will be Captain Vic. Just a second, Captain Vic. I will grab the envelopes. We'll find you a goodie here. Congrats, Captain Vic, on another giveaway win. All right. All right, let's take a look at what we got for envelopes, Captain Vic. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me know which one you like. Number 5, he says. There is number 5 right there. What do we have? Ooh, we have a 1912 V-nickel. We also have a 1937 Philly Buffalo. And we have a 1924, looks to be a Philly Merc Dime. Congratulations to you, my friend. Captain Vic with the win. And there it is. 75 likes is gone. So is envelope number 5. You are very welcome, sir. All right, and on we go. 17 rolls left in the box, 1 in hand. Still trying to find that silver. Never know with these boxes. Remember, we hunted one of these a few weeks ago. Probably a month ago, got nothing. And then opened up the sister box and it had 4 silver enders in it. You never know what's going to happen when you open these things up, I'm telling you. The bar, Sam, is going to be... I'm doing spots for that. They're going to be $10 each. I'm doing 100 spots. This is all a fundraiser for the Gary Sinise Foundation auction coming up. Hey, Trucking for Coins. He says, long time no see. Hope all is well. We're hanging in there, brother. Good to see you. Hope you and Miss Helen are doing all right. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm going to have a race. Well, it's going to be a wheel, last man standing for this. The night we do the Gary Sinise auction, the Saturday after Veterans Day. And it was donated to the channel as a fundraiser. So it's going to be $10 per spot, 100 spots total. It'll be a last man standing wheel race. I guess not a race, wheel of death. So that is going to be, like I said, November or something, 19th, somewhere around there. I will post that pretty soon. But it's about 5 weeks away, probably, roughly. So trying to do our biggest fundraiser yet this year for the Gary Sinise Foundation, help support our vets. Shell Bell, 28 months, almost 2.5 years, she says. How did it happen? I don't know how it happened, Shell Bell, but I'm glad you and the Chicken Man found your way over to the channel. For sure. And I could say that about every one of you. It's been a fun... Boy, what's it been? 3.5 years I've been live streaming now, maybe? Something like that. It has been a fun time, for sure. I definitely have enjoyed it. So, like I said, happy to have every one of you here hanging out weekly. Like giving stuff away. I'm looking forward to the treasure chest again for next year. And it won't be long. I'll be sending out invites for the... Oh, it was Treasure Charger that sent you guys. No kidding. I miss old Treasure Charger. Hopefully he'll pop back in one of these nights. He sounds like a very busy man nowadays. Very, very busy man. Said he sold his house. He's remodeling and... bunch of stuff going on. Yeah, he was a good dude. Miss having him around too as well. All right, 11 rolls left in the box. We're trying. Yeah, Treasure Charger, I miss that guy. He was a good dude. Miss him doing videos. He hasn't done videos in, boy, it's probably been 9 months or better. Something like that. 8 NIFCs in box 2, says Brian Robeson. There's another 77D. Man, them stuff, the scope has been minimal. All right, we are on to roll 40 right here. 10 left in the box. I keep hoping lightning will strike twice here with these CU boxes, but we haven't been able to get it to happen yet. That one was fun. We had 16 silvers in it. Best box of the year, I believe. Buy Up Gold and Silver says thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the thumbs up. Always do. All right. And we're closing in on the end of the box. Rolls are not looking any better. 72D. Another 72D. No FGs yet tonight. Somebody needs to find some Shine Y here in the $50 boxes. I don't know who it's going to be, but Roy is going to have another shot at it coming up here. Oh, there's another proofer. Right there, going to be a 1971S. Right there. So we do have another proof. Not necessarily what we were hoping for, but I will take it. Always happy to find those. A really nice 73D. Not the DDO. All right. We got 6, 7 rolls left in the box. 1 in hand. The end is coming. The Saturday special will be up next after this box. If anybody is interested in getting in on that. All right, Lori, the fingers are crossed. Good luck. Hey, Silver Serpent, how you doing? Oh, come on. This box is not cooperating even in the least bit here. Five rolls left in the box. I think it was, did we do 10 last week? Can you guys remember? Just a second, I can check. Holy smokers. We sold some spots for the Gary Sinise bar. I did not see that one coming. Somebody just took 29 spots for the Gary Sinise bar. Holy smokes. Yep, last it's $10 per spot for the Saturday special. Sent entries. I just seen that, Rolf. Thank you very much. So we have 32 spots now spoken for the silver bar for the Gary Sinise Foundation. So thank you very much, Rolf and Lori. I appreciate your donations for that. I'll get your names down. So that will leave us 32, be what, 68 spots left. 68 spots. For the Gary Sinise Foundation silver bar. All right, Shell Bell, let me get I'm going to get a list here and get these wrote down real quick like. All right, so that is 34 spots gone now. 34 spots gone for the 10-ounce bar for the Gary Sinise Foundation. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, Shell Bell and Chicken Man as well. It all helps. There is a 72D. All right, 2 more rolls left in the box. We are very quickly running out of chances for some silver here. There is a 1983. All right. Second to last chance right here. Will go great with the 5-ounce bar one. Oh yeah, you could have the combo pack, Shell Bell. You could have all the goodies. That was a nice 5-ounce bar. Do not forget, just a quick reminder again, do not forget to go over for your chance to win a 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagle from my friends at Xenia Coin. Right there is the QR code. I will be posting this on my community page as well if you guys want to get in. So right there it is. The finest print must be 18. 1 review per entry. No purchase necessary, but feel free to sell us your coins anyway, he says. The odds depend entirely on how many people we manage to bribe this month. That is how it goes. You got 1 more roll yet, Michael. There's still a chance. Don't give up yet. 1 more roll. There's still a chance. There's always a chance when there's a roll left. All right, here we go. First 2021 I have seen. Okay, now officially we're out of rolls. We are out of rolls, Michael Spicer. I am sorry, brother. I appreciate your donation and help for support for the channel, though. Thank you very much, Michael. So we had in CU1 was 1 proof and 1 NIFC. Yuck. Not good. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you. 1 proof, 1 NIFC. Huh. Terrible. All right, next up for the night is going to be Saturday Special We did change the format a little bit for people who have not been here in a couple weeks. Two shuffles, says Vinny. Nice. It is $10 per spot if you would like to donate to get in. We are the new format for this. First place will get a 1 ounce round. Second place, a ½ ounce round. Third place, a ½ ounce round. Fourth place will get a 90% silver half. And second to last is going to get a silver dime. So if you're interested in spots, let me know. $10 donation per spot. I will start getting some names down here. We have the Jolly Roger. We have Lynn Ehrenzeller. We have Michael Spicer. $10 on this one for spot donation, Justin. Robert is doing 2. Robert, I was going to ask you, by the way, can you get me an address? I do have a couple things here to send you I've been hanging on to. I can continue to hang on to them if you'd like, or I can send them, so let me know. Let me know. If you do, I can get them out to you right away. I don't have a current address for you, so it's your choice either way. Silver Addiction for 2. Address? No, not in address. Address. No dresses. All right, Silver Addiction for 2. Numismatic for a spot. Okay, thanks, Robert. I'll get these out to you. The one I've been hanging, you probably forgot about the one. I've been hanging on to this for, it's probably been close to a year. You may have forgot you even bought it. It might be a big surprise. All right, Justin for a spot. J Dud. Roy for 2. Foster's and Vinny's. Very nice of you, Foster. Lori for 3. Brian Jensen. Shell Bell and Chicken Man. And Silver Addiction says 4 spots for the bar. All right, that puts us at 38 spots. 38 spots are gone for the 10-ounce bar now. Vinny's like, please, no dress, anything but that. All right, I'm going to check my names real quick here again. It's going to be your last call to get in if you'd like. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and get started putting names in. Jolly Roger, Lynn E., Michael Spicer, Robert Ortega for 2, Silver Addiction for 2, Numismatic, Justin, J Dud, Roy for 2, Foster's, Vinny, Lori, Brian Jensen, Shell Bell, Chicken Man, Rolf says 3 spots for the Saturday special. Thank you, Rolf. All right, Numismatic sent 5 also for the bar. All right, so that puts us at 30, 40, 43 spots gone for the bar. 43 gone for the bar. And yep, I have 9 as well for that. Thank you, Shell Bell. All right, let me get some names in and let's get this thing rolling. All right, we should be done with names. I think everybody is in. All right. All right, we're ready to roll. Good luck, racers, on the Saturday special. Here we go. 2:22 on the clock. We are going to have 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Good luck, racers, and we're off. Look at Lynn. She's taken off to the early lead. Shell Bell in second. The ladies are out front. Ladies to the lead. Now Shell Bell. And here comes the guys. J-Dud to the front. Now Michael Spicer. Now here comes Lynn back to the front. Silver Addiction second. Justin moves into second. Silver Addiction falls to third. All right, Justin up front. Here comes Lori. Lori trying to get in on the action, but Rolf going to come out on top, but not for long. Foster's Fine's moving up. He can't hang on. Justin to the lead now. Justin out front. Here comes Robert moving up. He is in second. Now Robert to the lead. He can't hang on. Here comes J-Dud and Brian Jensen moving up as well. And Brian Jensen to the lead. 1 minute to go. Brian out front. Justin second. Shell Bell third. Shell Bell to second. Here comes Lynn. She's going to pass both of them for the lead, but cannot hang on. There's VMC up there. Vinny looking for first, second, or third place in this one. Now Rolf moving back up. Rolf to the lead. And 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds left. Rolf looks like he's going to get passed by Rolf. And the other Rolf will move into lead. VMC second. Now Jolly Roger into second. He can't hang on. And 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Rolf up front. Here comes Silver Addiction moving in on the action as well. J-Dud moving up. Here comes Justin flying out of the back. Look at him go. And Justin looks like he will pull it off. He will be the winner. Let's go to the scoreboard. We have Justin in first. Second place is going to be J-Dud. Third place, Silver Addiction. Look at that. Very nice. Silver Addiction will get third. A little more to feed his addiction for third place. And it's going to be Michael Spicer in fourth. And second to last for the Silver Dime will go to Robert Ortega. All right. Thank you guys a bunch once again for your support for the channel through the races. Let's go ahead and get some goodies for the winners. Oop, wrong screen. We're not leaving yet. All right. Here we go. Justin said, I thought I lost for sure. All right, Justin, here's what we have for 1 ouncers this week. I have the American Silver Eagle style round. It's not ASC, but it looks like one. Also have, I guess it's more like a Walking Liberty, excuse me. Also have a Sunshine Minting, 1 ounce. I have a 1 ounce Johnson Matheny bar. Also have an Apmex bar. And I have a couple of Englehards as well. So let me know which one you would like, Justin, for your first place bid. Yeah, it was a short stream almost. I should move them apart. I got them right next to each other, the stream screen and the waiting screen. Maybe I should make space. Maybe that's what I need to do. Bar, my choice. All right, I'm going to give you one of these Englehards, I think. Give you a little Englehard bar action. All right, J-Dud, half-ounce round. I have 2 different styles to choose from. So Silver Addiction, if you listen up here as well, I only have 2 different ones. I'm trying to get some more. But my LCS normally doesn't carry many of these. But he may start just with what silver is running nowadays. So I have a Andrew Jackson right there. And I have a Canadian half-ounce that I just threw on the floor. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So let me know which one you would like. There's the Canadian. There is the Andrew Jackson. Let me grab this one I threw on the floor. Damaged goods now. Yep, there it is. Discount shelf. Canadian, says J-Dud. All right. Let's see if I got one of these by itself. I do not. Let me get this one out of here. I'll put this in a different flip. And Silver Addiction, same for you. Let me know if you'd like the Andrew Jackson or a Canadian. Canadian as well. All right, we'll do that. So there is a Canadian right there for J-Dud. There is a Canadian right there for Silver Addiction. And I think that leaves me with a whole lot of Andrew Jackson. But I'll try to get something different next week. I'm going to see if he'll order me some in from his wholesaler. All right, there we go. Michael Spicer, you can have a Walker or a Benji. Which one would you like, sir? You get a 90% half. And then I got to get a dime for Robert. My tube is empty. Hey Isaiah, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Walker, says Michael, we can do that. And there is the dime for Mr. Robert. All right, thank you guys again for your support through the races. I appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get into box number 3 once again for Roy. Be another Morgan box, and I know he doesn't care what they are, so I will pick him one out. And let me know, Roy, on a box pick. I'm sure you're going to want to try something different than we did last time. We have MBs, PBs we have not looked at yet. So that is an option. Yes, and I got to add the other proof. Then it'll be updated. I just got to add the proof. So proofy number 2. Roy says PB2 this time. All right, we're going to try PB2. See how the PB Bank will treat us this week. There it is right there, PB2. All right, let me grab another Morgan for you here. This one is going to be a 1896. Into the envelope she goes. That's a cool one. You're not losing your mind. You are not losing your mind for sure. All right, PB2. That's on the bottom of the stack. Oh! Well, that one feels heavier than the last one, Roy. I hope that's a good sign. I hope it's a good sign. Oh. All right, let's back this camera off a little bit and let's take a look at the top. There it is, PB2. Good luck to you, Roy. I hope this treats us better than your last box. Well, I like the way it looks. There's an ender right there. 67 down in the bottom. We have an ender. I thought it looked silvery. We got at least one. So that is a good thing right there. We have an ender. It is going to be nearly the end of the box in the order that I hunt them. I start here, work my way through, and then back to the front. But we are going to get some silver on the board tonight, at least one. Add-ons tonight, Roy, I still have 58 Benjis, 56 Benjis. I also have if you want to add them on, I bought all these loose at the shop today. These are 1982 Kamems out of box. So I'm looking at $20 each for an add-on. $20 each for an add-on. If you're interested in any of those. And there is, I think, roughly 9 or 10 of them in there. They will be $20 a piece. And I think that's all I have this week for add-ons. I didn't have a lot of time today. I took a lot of time, but there's so much to go through when you go there. You just can't get through everything. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Roll number 1 for Roy. We know we got one silver. Will there be more? Ooh, a Kamem for the EOS. Look at Roy go. All right, let me get that done real quick here, Roy. Roy is going to get a commem for the EOS. Look at that. Generous guy, that Roy. They are all proofers. These were in the junk silver bin, my friends. They were in the junk silver bin at my shop. So there it is, right there. We're going to put that in the EOS. Compliments of Roy. He does it again. Pot cracked 15,000 in auction and donations. Wow, that is awesome. Very generous of you again, Roy. I appreciate it. So we'll have a 4th EOS tonight as well. All right, let's do it, Roy. I'm hoping we got multiple silvers in this box. That would be fantastic, my friend. We're due for a couple good ones. We are due for a couple good ones. I only looked at a few of the rolls. All right, nothing in roll number 1. Here we go with roll number 2. Man, a lot of new ones in here, Roy. You sure you want to do this box? A lot of new ones. You might want to switch out of this one. The first roll had a couple. That one had like 8. I don't know. It's looking rough. It's looking rough. Now I'm curious what the sister box will look like. I get to hunt that one. I'm excited. There is an NIFC as well, 2012. And a 71D. Roy says he's going to hold strong. I guess I don't blame you, Roy. I guess I don't blame you for that. I'm just hoping we can get a little 90 action out of this as well. You'd be happy if they averaged 8 new coins. Are you getting a lot more than that? Are you heavy on the newbies tonight, Brian? Oh man, that's a bummer. I hate it when that happens. I don't like that many new ones, but nowadays I think it's a problem we're not going to get rid of. So many new coins in circulation. Alright, here we go. Mostly 23s and 24s in the box. There's another NIFC 2015. Another NIFC 2020. Three nifties so far. Yes, he is due. Roy is way overdue for a really good box. One of these nights, he's going to hit a big one. Ooh, that might be. Nope. It was a Faker Edge. That one looked pretty good. Another one of them sneaky 71s that you see that look silvery. Got customer wrapped rolls to hunt, but trying to wait until I save up a box. That's what I was trying to do, but I don't know if I'm going to get more. I may just have to hunt these 10 I got, and it is what it is. I got to try to get to a couple banks and stop and see if I can find any customer wraps. Pay the man his money. I just watched that movie not too long ago. It is a Rounders is one of the freebies on YouTube, free with ads. I've been watching some of those sometimes while I'm sitting in here at night. What I watched the other night, They have all the Lethal Weapon movies are now free with ads on YouTube as well. Them are always good. Here's a roll with 17 new coins. Eek. I am sorry about that, Brian. That is a bummer. Another NIFC 2004. Poker is the other not so guilty pleasure, eh? I used to like to do, I haven't been to a casino in years, but I used to play a lot of blackjack years ago. Oh, okay, they got a lot of customer wraps. I wish I had a bank that had them regularly. I just can't seem to score a good customer wrap bank here. I'm holding my breath, like I said, on getting another bag from, it's one of the banks, it's the PB bank I use, but it's a different branch in the next town. So I am trying to weasel my way into getting that. I need to stop in and ask them how close it's getting to being full. I would really like to have it. I really, really would. The last one was a lot of fun. There's another NIFC, a 2007. I have to update the board here before long. I used to win some money playing blackjack back in the day, but I quit doing that quite a few years ago. I'm good enough at spending my money. I do not need another outlet for it. I'm actually pretty glad. Well, I mean, we do have a casino in the area. It's not that close. Over in Dayton, there is a Hollywood casino, but I don't know if I would go anyway, even if it was close. Likely not. All right, here we go. We are now 18 rolls in. No other silvers yet. I don't see anything else silvery on the bottom, just the one. I am definitely hoping for more. I hope we get you several of them, Roy, to go with your Morgan. I'm with you, Silver Addiction. We literally don't do much other than work on the house or go out to dinner. That is about it. Gambling days are over. Coin roll hunt's probably safer, Jolly Roger. You have had some good ones. Brian was doing real well on boxes several months ago. There is a 73D. Not much the scope in this so far. Went to Hollywood Gaming and won twice without going in. Won their car show twice for $300. Nice. If you don't go in, that's definitely an easy way to not spend any money. For sure. All right. There's got to be something besides this one ender, doesn't there? Don't you think? Who says there's more than the one ender? There's another NIFC 2012. I'm hoping there is, but I am glad there's an ender, though. You got that right, Silver Addiction. I do a lot of driving as well, and it does seem like a gamble some days. Only go to the casino with friends for a fun night out. $100 limit, and that's it. JP says, I'm home now. Let's go, Silver. We got an ender coming, JP. Towards the end of the box. I think it's a 67. We're due for multiple Sammys, Valerie. We should have Sammys coming out of our ears. We're so overdue. I don't know if we'll get one, but... There's a 74D. Not the DDO. You're much smarter than I am, he says. I almost always used to win playing blackjack, much more than I ever lost. But not doing that much nowadays. I'm with Jolly Roger. This is my new way to spend money right here. All right. 31 rolls left in the box. 31. Roll 6 had a 66 40%er. There you go, Brian Robeson. You're back on track, brother. At least a little bit. That's got to make you feel a little bit better. There's a 73D. There is a 1972. Brian Robeson, he's making a comeback. He's the comeback kid over there. I'll probably be able to watch the rest of the Tigers game when we get done tonight. They didn't start till 8 something. They won't be done till it was 8:45 playing in Seattle. They won't be done till probably 11:30. Hopefully. Silver Diction, you excited for the Lions game tomorrow? Coin desk looks like a big gamble. It's a hot mess right now. I ought to send you some pictures of this hot mess, Silver Addiction. It is ugly in here. There is a 74D. Not the DDO. Uh-oh, Numismatic's got 8 rolls left. Well, we'll see. We're going to open up the leftover boxes and see what we got going on in here. Maybe we got some leftover goodies. I think, unfortunately, I know JP27's in here. I think the Lions might drop a 50 spot tomorrow on the Bengalis. I just got that feeling. It could get ugly. It could get ugly. VMC says the Lions will mop up the Bungles. Only got another week, and then one of their other really good defensive linemen will be back. Aline the Dream will be off, well, he's off IR. He is in his 21-day window to come off the PUP list. Yeah, I think they're favored by over 10, if I remember right. JP says we got no chance. You might have Mr. Jameer might run all over you guys tomorrow there, JP. It's a 4:30 game. I should be able to get home and probably watch half of it from the other house. We usually work from about 10 to 6 on Saturday. Man, I keep looking at all these rolls waiting for another ender to pop out here. And one we're not going to get to till just about the end of the box, but we will get to it. that is a really good point, Ralph Langman. You're not out anything in this hobby if you don't find anything. You just take her back to the bank. All you're out's gas money. Little bit of gas money. This is the first roll, bottom half of the box right here. First roll, bottom half. We have an ender coming in about 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, about 20 rolls. It's going to be just about at the very end of the box, third from the end. Uh-oh, Lori's yelling. Just in time, Lori. Right there she is. Bam balam. Lori yelled, and here they come. 40% are right there. Going to be a 1967. We are on the board before we got to the ender. There's a beautiful 74D. Not the DDO. So it looks like you're going to get at least 2 more, Roy. Well, at least 2 total. See what else we got coming in here. There is a 71D. I'm excited about the sister box now. I am excited about the sister box. My luck, it won't have anything in it, but we're going to find out. Lori does it again. She comes yelling, and they're listening. There is another 74D, not the DDO. All right, 21 rolls left in the box, everybody. 21. Still got time for a couple more. And we will happily take them. I'm going to update the board after this roll. We have a 40. Whoops. Easy there, Richard. We have a 40 and a pile of NIFC, 6, 7 of them, something like that. I'll count them up here in a second. Lori's like, I almost gave up. All right, let's get the board updated here. I have 6 NIFCs. That will put us at 16. And we now have a 40 with another one coming on the end. We will take it. Still wouldn't mind seeing a 90 pop out of this thing. Ooh, Lori says at least 3 more. We know we got 1. Means we just got to find 2 more to keep Lori happy. There is a 72D. Happy we at least got some silver tonight. I'm going to try to keep about 4 boxes to bring down to Tennessee when I come. And I may bring a box of nickels as well. We'll see what all I can gather. All right, we still have 18 rolls in the box and 1 in hand. Long ways to go yet. Oh, come on, box. Don't be stingy now. There's a 1982. I hope everybody gets silver every week, Lori. I hope they get it every single week. Nope, that one's for you guys, Silver Addiction. Somebody else asked me that, and I'm like, no, I don't get to keep it. That might be, nope, not a proof. 1994. That video, if you guys looked in the description, was actually from March. That's how far behind I am on $half videos. So That would have been for the last go around on the Walker and the Benji. I have that many videos filmed. I've done, normally I can get one almost every week. I think I missed about 5 weeks this year where I didn't have enough finds to even do a video. Wow, they went up $300 each. Woo! I don't know what it cost for work for my flight to St. Louis, but I'm glad I'm driving, Shellbell. I'm glad I'm driving, I can tell you that. It's just a little 6-hour chalet across the countryside for me, so not a big deal. I don't know if I'll take my truck or Lynn's car yet, but I will figure that out. Yeah, I'm glad you did get your tickets, man. That's a big jump in price right there. Ended up with 49 NIFCs, 10 short of a full set from 22 to 2020. Wow. Somebody must have dumped their set they were working on or something. Even when I get a lot of them, I'm never that close to a set usually. I'm glad you got a little silver though, Brian. That eases the pain sometimes. That eases the pain a little bit. All right, we have 13 rolls left in the box, everybody. 13 rolls. We know we got at least one more 40 coming. There's a 1983. Yeah, it would make me feel better, Brian. At least one makes you feel a little bit better. It's tough when it's like nothing but NIFCs and maybe a proof, and that's it. And there has not been much to scope in these. One coin a roll, maybe. And that is it. I did these yesterday and heard your back. That was rough. Layover in Detroit. Nice. Are you at Detroit Metro, Shellbell? Is that where your layover is? Metro's a pretty nice airport. I know it's in Detroit and everything, but all right, 10 rolls left in the box now. It's probably, I would imagine it's probably Metro. There's Metro or Detroit City. I don't know if they use that city airport, especially Southwest, I don't think does, but I don't pass too far away from the Metro, Detroit Metro, when I go up to my son's usually. Well, I don't know. There's not giving up anymore. We know we got that ender, but I was hoping for another one or two. Consider taking a train this winter to visit family in Texas. That does sound like a good trip. I knew somebody a while back that took a train from, I think they got on somewhere in Michigan. They went all the way out west to the West Coast and then back on a train deal. It was like 3 weeks or something. Sounds like a pretty cool trip. Yep, yeah, DTW. Yep, that's Detroit Metro. So, yep, it's not a bad airport. I've been there several times. So we're flying out of Columbus when we go on our trip later this month. Early flight. Our flight leaves at 6:25 in the morning. I got an hour drive over there. And we got to be there an hour early, so I'm probably leaving the house at like, oh, I don't know, probably 4:15 in the morning or something like that. It's going to be an early morning. It's the worst. Yeah, I remember him saying something about that. I think he enjoyed that trip. I mean, it seems like it would be a fun trip to me. Well, yeah, I could do that. Could go the night before and get a room. Just, I mean, I guess I'd say I could sleep on the plane, but the flight's like an hour and 15 minutes or something. It's not very long. All right, we're just a couple rolls away from the ender. Hopefully it's got a friender, because the other rolls don't seem to want to give anything else up after that one. Nada. All right, the ender is after this one. It is coming up. Will be 40% or number 2 out of the box. Keep hoping for a couple more, but just not giving them to us, unfortunately. There is a 74D. Naples to Rome. That sounds like a fun trip. All right, here it is. There's the ender. See if there's a friender to be had. The 40%er, number 2 of the box. And it is a loaner. And there it is right there, 67. We'll take it though, even if it is by itself. I have no problem with it. All right, 2 rolls left in the box, 1 in hand. And it looks like it's just going to be 240 so far. I don't see anything in this roll. So hopefully one of the last ones will grace us with something. All right, second to last roll. And I do not see anything exciting in this one. At least on the edges. All right, last roll coming up. There she be. Last roll, Magique. I don't think so. Not looking at the edges, I do not think so. $72D. Nope. That is going to do it. 240s. We'll take it, though. We will take it. It is better than it's been the last week, so Two 40s it is. All right, Roy, a couple 40s to go with that Morgan. And there they are right there. Also can do you a silver dime for the Nifsies if you would like it. I am sure that you would. I figured there is the dime as well. So two 40s and a dime time. Congrats, Roy. At least there was some silver in the box for a change. I'm going to put this Morgan in a flip because it's not great, but it's also not terrible. It's probably a low AU type of thing. I don't want it to rub up against these other coins. Yeah, I'll take two, Jeff. I'll take it. All right. There we go right there. Thank you again, Roy. I appreciate it very much. Let's take a peeky peek at the leftover boxes and see what we got. We're going to start out with the other CU box. We hunted the first one for Michael Spicer. Was not a great box. There is CU2 right there. Let's see if we got anything in here. I do not see any enders, and it looks very much like the last box. So I don't feel like we probably missed anything in that one worth talking about. Next, let's go to the sister box, to the one we just hunted with the two silvers. This is PB1. Let's see how PB1 looks. See if we got any enders showing themselves in this one. Well, I don't see anything obvious, but the sister box did have a couple 40s, so we'll have to hunt that one and find out. I had PBs for dinner, Foster's Finds. Some PBJs. Alright, let's go to the WBs next. We did hunt WB2 for Roy. That one was kind of a rough box as well. Let's see if the sister boxes have anything to offer. So there is WB1 right there. Yeah, I don't see anything too exciting in this one either. We'll check the other sister box to this, WB3. Ooh, that sounds good, Foster's Finds. Some Reese's Cups. Alright, let's go WB3. And then we're going to take a look at the MB Bank. We did not get into any of those boxes tonight. We did do the 75 likes, yes. That was a while ago. I think with what Pa's got going on tonight, I think we're going to be a little light on people probably tonight as far as people stopping in. I think he's probably still going, I would imagine. I'd have had to stop for a couple bathroom breaks by now. Yep, I don't see anything exciting in that one. He's still going, I figured. 102 lots, man, that takes a while. All right, last two boxes, MB1, MB2. We did not look at either one of this bank at all tonight. This one has had some goodies in the past. We'll see if we missed anything. So far, I don't see too much. All right, MB1, here we go. Looks like a lot of new coin in this one. Yep, I don't see too much. All right, one more, and I'm going to wash my hands here. Yeah, it is a marathon live stream, man. That is a long one. Sometimes I don't know how I do 4.5 hours. I can't imagine. He's been on since what, 3 o'clock? 2 o'clock? Something like that. It's been 7 hours. Whew, maybe 8 hours. It's lot 85, and it's stopping at 9 p.m. All right, there is MB2 right there. Last chance for an ender for me. And I don't see anything. All right. That is it. Since noon. Holy cow. All right, let me wash my hands real quick. We're going to run through a handful of auction items, probably, not a ton. And then we're going to do some giveaways, so I will be right back. Hang tight. All right. All right, let's get into it. We're going to do probably 8 to 10 auction items, and then we're going to do some giveaways. And then we are going to call it for tonight. So let me grab some auction stuff here. And we will get rolling along. All right. All right, let's get after it here. All right, we're going to start out with a Morgan dollar. Morgan dollar. We're going to start out with a nice looking one, by the way. It's going to be a 1879S. There she is right there. 1879S. Probably a 62, 63. Somewhere around there. Got some chatter and stuff on the cheek, but all in all, the reverse is beautiful, other than a little bit of wear on the chest feathers you can see right there. But beautiful cartwheel on the reverse. 1879S. 1879S. Mintage on this. I usually write these on the flip, but I did not. 1879S. Mintage is about 9.1 million. 9.1 million. This one, if there is any interest, is going to start at $80. $80 start on this one. 1879S. $80 start. If there is interest. 1879S. Morgan dollar. Silver Addiction says he is in at 80. Silver Addiction first in at $80. 1879S. Morgan dollar. Like I said, mint state 62, 63 is my best guess. So you're right at $80. You're right at about gray sheet on a 63. So pretty good price. Silver Addiction, $80. Good night, Valerie. Take care. Silver Addiction, top bidder at $80. And we are going once to Silver Addiction at 80. Going once to Silver Addiction at $80. All right, $80. Silver Addiction still the top bidder at 80. And we are now going twice to Silver Addiction at $80. Going twice to Silver Addiction at $80. Silver Addiction, top bidder at 80. Last call on this item. Silver Addiction, top bidder at $80. Last call, 1879S. Morgan dollar, mint state 62.63. Last call. And sold to Silver Addiction at $80. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. I think you will be very happy with that one. All right, there we go. Glad to add it to the collection, he says. All right, thank you very much. Next up, we are going to go with a... This is going to be a seated Liberty quarter. I think it may have a very old cleaning on it. It's definitely not a recent one. Very, very good details, though. I think they are VF details on this one. So there it is right there. It is a 1861. 1861 seated Liberty quarter. Full Liberty on the shield. Got all the stripes. There is the reverse. Got lots of feathers on the eagle. Shield is looking good. So there it is right there. 1861 seated Liberty Quarter. We're going to start this out at $55 if there is interest. $55 VF. VF is what I'm thinking for a grade. $55 start. $55 if there is interest. $55 on the seated Liberty Quarter. 1861 VF. VF. If there's no interest, he says next week there will be. All right, about another 15 seconds on this one. If there is not any interest, we'll move on. 1861 seated Liberty Quarter. Very good details on it. All right, last call on this one, and we're going to pull it. And moving on. Moving on. All right, next up. Where did I put those? There they are right there. I don't blame you, Silver Diction. It'll be back next week. It will be back next week. So next up, we're going to be doing, what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 standing Liberty Quarters. All different dates. And all in pretty decent condition, except for one. Has some pretty good wear on the date, but you can still read it. But all different dates. So 8 different dates on these. We'll go over the dates here in just a second. All right, here we go. So we have, this one is going to be a 1925 standing Liberty Quarter right there. We will also have 1926 Philly. This is the worst of the bunch right here. Worst of the bunch, but these are all, like I said, different dates. A couple of these are pretty decent considering. There is a 1930. We're also going to have a 1930S. I feel like that one is a better date. I forgot to look that up, but I think that's a little bit better date. Next, we are going to have a 1929S. Right there. We're going to follow that up with a 1929D. And we will also have a 1928. This one is also a Philly. And last but not least, we will have a 1927 Philly. This one right here does have a little gouge in it right up there. So, like I said, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different dates. Like I said, considering some of them are in decent shape. Melt on these is over $8. I'm going to start these out for the entire set at $85 for the 8 of them. $85 for the 8 of them. I think the 1830S is a better date, if I remember right. Looking that up right now. So if there's any interest in those, $85 on the 8 of them. So it's about $10.50 each, just over. Anybody is looking for those for their album. All right, few more seconds on these. If there's not any interest, we'll move on to something else. Yeah, 1930S is 1.556 million. So that one is a better date. 1.556 million. $1929D is also a better one. So, all right, last call on these, and then we will move on if there is not any interest on the SLQs. All right, next up, we're going to have another SLQ, but this is the mother of the SLQs. There she is right there. This is going to be a 1927S. 1927S, 396,000 minted. This is like the key date of the series, other than like the 1917 and obviously the 1916, I believe it is the one that you can barely find. So right there, 1927S, Standing Liberty Quarter. It's probably just in G6, VG8, something like that. It's definitely low grade, but it is the piece that a lot of people are missing. It'll be a $65 start. 1927S, Standing Liberty Quarter. That is one of the key dates of the series right there. 1927S. $65 start if there is interest. 1927S, 396,000 minted. Anybody is looking for one of those for their set. All right, moving on from that one. All right. Next up, we are going to do, if I can find it, where did I put it? I just had it. Next up, we are going to have a proof set. Proof set will be up next. This is one of the more expensive proof sets, but I will be given a decent price on this one considering what they usually run. This is going to be a 2012. It is the clad proof set, 2012 clad proof set. So there it is right there. There is the box 2012 United States proof set. Back the camera off here a little bit and we will take a look at these. If I can figure out, there's my remote. So there it is, 2012 proof set. All right, there it is right there. Here are the coins that are with it. So you have the 4 presidential proofs. You have the 5 clad proof quarters, as well as the half, the dime, the nickel, the Sacagawea, and the penny. Right there is certificate of authenticity right there. All right, these normally run, these were almost $150 a while ago. They were down around 100 now. I'm going to offer this up for 75 bucks. $75 is what I'm asking on the 2012 proof set. This is one of the more real expensive ones, but the price has come down on these. I've had this for quite a while. I have a couple of them. So I'm going to offer this one up for $75. Nice 2-1 Tigers, bottom of the 5th. I like it. There's Mom just popped in with the score. 2012 United States Mint proof set. If there's any interest, $75. They are going for about 90 to 100. If there's any interest, let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on to something else. Am I serious? Yeah, I'm serious, Lori. These were close to $180 about 2 years ago. The price has came way down. And I actually bought this one probably for about $90. But I have a couple of them, and I don't know that the price is going to go back up, so I want to get one moved. But a couple more seconds on this one, and then we will move on. She says, wow, I'm out of the loop. All right, moving on from that one. Next up, we are going to have some silver proof quarters right there. This is going to be the 2001 variety. New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Kentucky, and Vermont. There is the 5-coin set, all silver. Melt on these, I think, is a little over $8 right now. So I am basically going to offer them up for melt. I'm trying to double check what my melt is on these, but melt is $43.33. I'm going to offer them up for $45 if you're interested. $45 for the 5-coin set. $45 for the 5-coin set. $1.50 over melt. $1.50 over melt. 5-piece silver state-proof quarter set. $45 if there's interest. Yeah, they're not cheap, Justin. They are not cheap. The silver one's real pricey. The clad one's less pricey. I had some silver ones I sold a few years ago. It was close to $200 at that point in time. They are some pricey ones. So $45 on the silver proof quarters. If there's any interest, let me know. $45, $1.50 over spot. $1.50 over spot if there is interest. All right, last call on that. Melt on one silver quarter is $8.66. Is melt on one silver quarter right now. $8.66, which is crazy to me. These were like, when I started doing this, it was like $3.75 for a quarter. It's been a while. So there you go. $8.66 per quarter. So there it is. All right, moving on from that, we're going to try 2 more items, and then we're going to call it for the night. I'm going to do just a couple more. Next, we are going to do a Benji. Going to be a full bell lines Benji coming up next. It is graded in a slab from NGC. It's going to be a 1955 Franklin half dollar, Mint State 64 full bell lines. If there is interest in one of these. 1955 Mint State 64 full bell lines. There she is right there. She is a beaut, Clark. Mint State 64 full bell lines. It is NGC graded. We are going to start this out, if there is interest, at $36. $36 if there is interest. Mint State 64 full bell lines. $36 if there's interest. It is not, at least it's not graded as the Bugs Bunny. So I don't know whether they checked it. Sometimes when you send these in, If you don't ask, they don't look. So it is, I know for sure it is a full bell line. Silver Diction says he is in at 36. 1955, full bell lines, Mint State 64, Benji. Mint State 64, Benji, full bell lines. Silver Diction in at 36. Yes, they do have the don't ask, don't tell policy, that is for sure. And we are going once to Silver Diction at 36. Silver Diction, top bidder at 36. Mint State 64, full bell lines, 1955. Benji. Jeff Provost comes in at 37. Jeff Provost pops in at 37 as I was typing going twice, but we couldn't get there. Didn't get to finish the word. All right, new top bidder, Jeff Provost at 37. Silver Diction comes back at 38. Lori just behind at 38. Silver Diction first in at 38 on my screen. Silver Diction first in at 38 on my screen. So he is currently the top bidder. Silver Diction top bidder at 38. $38 to Silver Addiction. He is the top bidder. And we are going once to Silver Addiction at 38. Jeff Provost comes back at 39. Jeff Provost is at 39. It's a Mint State 64 full bell lines, Lori. Mint State 64 full bell lines. Let me get a little closer here. There she is right there. 55, Mint State 64, full bell lines. 1955 model. Jeff Provost, top bidder at 39. Once again, we are going once. Going once to Jeff Provost at $39. 39 to Jeff Provost. Silver Addiction first in at 40. Silver Addiction first in at 40. Lori just a tick behind again. A little behind for Lori once again. Silver Addiction top bidder, $40. Jeff Provost says he is out. Silver Addiction top bidder at 40, going once. Lori is out. Silver Addiction is on his own at $40. Silver Addiction top bidder, $40. And we are now going twice. Going twice to Silver Addiction at 40. All right. Last call on this item. Last call. Silver Addiction top bidder, $40. 1955 Benji, Mint State 64, full bell lines. Last call on this item. And sold to Silver Addiction at $40. Thank you very much, Silver Addiction. I appreciate it. All right, there it is right there. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. All right, we're going to do one last item for tonight. I have had a bunch of these. I've done, I think Silver Addiction's bought most of them. But we're going to be back again doing another foreign silver / foreign coin grab bag. So when I first bought these, I think the silver value in it was about, oh boy, I don't know, 54, 55 bucks, something like that. It was a lot. It wasn't a lot. And it has went up significantly, probably $9 an ounce since I bought it. So silver alone value in this now is going to be at roughly $69, plus you have a ½ pound of foreign coins in there with it. I think I started selling these at $65. We're now up to probably, I'm going to go $78. Silver keeps going up. I got to keep raising the prices on them, but $78 if there is interest. Foreign coin grab bag with 2 ounces of silver, figured at 72%, because there is a variety of silver in there. As far as it's between 90% and 50%, most of it. So I figured it at 72. So we're going to be at 78 bucks for a grab bag. 2 ounces of silver in there. Calling it 72%, and a ½ pound of foreign coins if there's interest. This will be the last item for the night. Silver alone should be valued at around 69 bucks and some change. $69 and some change. All right, last call on this item, last call, and we're going to move on to giveaways. All right, and that is it. No problem, Silver Addiction. I just had another one of these made up that's been sitting here for several weeks, and I figured we'd try her out. I can't believe how much silver's went up since when I bought the foreign to make those. It was $812, and I think it's now close to $1,100 worth of silver, and I think I bought it 3 months ago, something like that. It's crazy what silver's doing. It just blows my mind. All right, next up we're going to have 4 giveaways. 4 giveaways coming up here. First one of those is going to be EOS number 1. EOS number 1, open and ready to roll. If you guys want to get in, EOS number 1. Well, there is 1, 2, and 3. They rushed it, but they finished it. All right, nice. I'd sleep for 2 days after that, probably. All right, EOS 1, open and ready to go. Get on in while you got time. Currently 34 people entered. Only 47 watching tonight. 47 watching. All right, here we go. Let's switch over and count it down. Good luck, everybody. Here goes EOS number 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ron Pierce. Congratulations, Ron. Ron Pierce will win EOS number 1. Very nice. Congratulations, Ron. Give me just a second. We will get you an envelope pulled out here. In the meantime, I gotta grab these envelopes so we can see what we got left. All right, here are the remaining envelopes, Ron. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let me know what you like. Let me know which way you want to go, Ron. And we'll see what kind of goodie we can get you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Number 10, he says, and put it in the chest. But wait a minute, you don't know what it is yet. He's like, do it anyway. It will be a silver quarter. Thank you very much, Ron. 1964 out of Philly. And that is going in the treasure chest, he says. we will take care of that business right after this. So there it is. All right, EOS 2. EOS 2 is open and ready to go. Jump on in. That is the next giveaway for the night. EOS number 2. EOS 2, jump on in. 45 people watching. Currently have 36 entries now. 36 entries. Now 38 entries. You got a few more seconds if you want to get in. A few more. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lynn Ehrenzeller. Lynn E with the big win. EOS number 2. Lynn will win. How about them apples, Lynn? All right, very nice. In just a second here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9 left, Lynn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 9 are the ones that are left. Let me know which one you like. She says number 7. There's number 7. And it looks like it's empty. That's because you have won 4 uncirculated presidential dollars, compliments of Dad Spare Change. So thank you very much, Dad Spare Change. I appreciate it. And congratulations, Lynn, on the 4 dollar coins. Very nice. All right, next up is EOS 3. If you guys want to jump in on that one, EOS 3 is up next. EOS number 3. Jump on in, everybody. You are very welcome. All right. 40 people now entered. 40 people entered. 46 watching. Let's go ahead and pick a winner for EOS number 3. Good luck, everybody. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shell Bell. Shell Bell will win EOS number 3. Congratulations, young lady. Shell Bell with the win. EOS 3. In just a second here, I will tell you what we got for envelopes. Yep, I got your guys' stuff in a separate box there, Jolly Roger, for the trip, so I will hang on to it. All right, Shell Bell, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, or 9. And she says number 1. She is on it. Number 1, she says. All right, there is number 1. What is in it? And it is going to be another 40%er, be a 1969 40%er for Shell Bell. Congratulations. And we're going to have one more giveaway tonight. Compliments of Roy Hathaway. And it is Roy is always the man, explanation point. Roy is always the man, explanation point. That is going to be the final giveaway of the night tonight. Roy is the man. Roy is always the man, excuse me. Roy is always the man, explanation point. If you want to go ahead and jump in, do so now. This will be the last giveaway of the night. Thank you again, Roy, for the donation for the giveaway. I appreciate it. Roy is always the man, explanation point, to get in. 51 watching. Currently have 30 entries. 30 entries. Get in if you would like. 35 entries now. 36. We're slowly climbing up there. 37 entries. Roy is always the man. Don't forget the explanation point. Roy is always the man, explanation point. Now 39. 40, 41. Got about 10 seconds to get in. About 10 seconds to get in. Good luck, everybody. All right, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brian Robeson. He only got 140 in his boxes, but now he's going to get a 90. Congratulations, Brian Robeson. Very nice. Compliments of Roy Hathaway. You have a 1982 George Washington proof commem. Right there she is. It is now yours, brother. Congrats. You got it. All right. Thank you guys again for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. A little smaller crowd tonight, but that's all right. Paz over 17,000. Wow, that is awesome. That's got to beat last year, doesn't it? I think he was at like 15 last year. So that is very cool. Very, very cool. All right. Thank you guys again. Have a great week. May possibly shoot you guys out a live from the house tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. See what we get done. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like I said, have a great week, and we'll see you on the next one, everybody. Good night, and thank you.